I'm here with Chris, and today, guys, we're at a bass meet, a bit different from your normal static kind of meet. So, Chris, was it fair to say that you're a bit of a master when it comes to building stereos?
Wow. Been doing it a few years anyway. I've been running budget movers now 7 years.
Yeah.
I've done a few. Pulled out a little 306 that pulled 156 decibels.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that 306 meet, and I seen cool. It must have been your missus's, and she was sat in the car and her hair was just going everywhere.
Doors snapping. It was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, less about me, more about this.
Okay, so this is your discovery, Freelander.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake. So talk us through the build then of the Freelander.
These are the new Edge Pro line. These are pulling in really cheap. I think they're working at like £20 each retail.
Okay.
But they don't need massive power. They don't need massive door builds. They sound great. We've got the bullet tweeters at the top, which are a little bit harsh for most people, but the aim of the game is to play miles, not to sound too sweet.
Yeah.
Sat in the back here, you have to excuse the mess, this is a dating vehicle. We got the Phoenix Gold Z110s, which are the budget range.
Yeah.
They pull in at £50 each. They're a very low powered, easy sub to get hold of, easy sub to use.
How many have you got in there?
I've got 12 in there at the moment, 8 wired up unfortunately, but 12 in there.
Yeah.
They're in very small sealed boxes, so they play anything that you throw at it, it will play with the doors open, and I don't need massive amounts of power, so I'm still running the standard alternator, the standard battery, standard charging system, and it's basically a vehicle to prove what you can do on a budget.
Right, okay.
If you're not earning too much or you've got kids to look after, it's a nice, simple, easy build. This musical that plays well. It's affordable, basically.
So, how much does it cost you then to get to the stage where you're at now? Then
I've got quite a lot of it cheaper.
Rough kind of price.
But I think the cars, it owes me about £800 at the moment for the build.
That's for the build, yeah.
800, yeah.
Nice.
For the audio side of it. It's not too bad, unfortunately. I'll show you the back, but it's a mess because obviously I do boot builds for people. Yeah. So the back is designed that I can put routers, jigsaws, all my tools in there. I've got the car seats in there.
Yeah.
The amps are a bit of a mess, but they're in there, they're working. But I wanted a car that I had plenty of space, plenty of boot space, plenty of leg room in the front, and it would do everything I need it to do.
And what are the amps that you're running?
These are the US amps Exterminators. The door amplifier is £90 brand new.
Yeah.
The bass amplifier is £110 brand new. So they're cheap, easy to get hold of, and they don't take massive power, but they do a job.
Yeah. And what kind of wattage are you capable of putting out?
The doors are on 400 watts RMS per door. Yeah. And the bass at the moment is on 1,000 watts. It will be on 3,000 when it's finished.
Okay. And decibel wise, how much decibels are we pushing out?
The bass only is 140. It's not
only
massive.
He says.
Yeah, only massive. No, but I mean compared to bass builds, this is not a bass build.
Yeah, yeah.
But you will hear it a good mile away. On a straight road, you know, nice and quiet, you will hear it a mile away, which is I want musical. I don't want people getting in and sitting there with the fingers in their ears saying, oh, it's too loud, too loud. I want them to appreciate. I want them to feel like they're in a nightclub environment. You know, they can appreciate the music and enjoy it. Yeah. Which is the whole point.
So you don't do this as sort of full-time thing for you, is it?
It's not a full-time job.
Okay.
This is, if somebody comes to me and they say, look, can I have a little box? Can I have a set of door cards? I'll put one together. Yeah. There are professionals out there that do this amazingly well.
Yeah.
That's their job. I mean, I do it cheap. I do it easy. but
Yeah.
it helps people out.
Well, we've seen another couple of builds that you've done down there. There was an R32 Golf, which does sound...
Which is a Sundown ZV5, but then that's an £800 sub that weighs like 55 kilos.
Right, okay.
It's a big sub, it's going to need a lot of power, it's going to need everything else.
And what was the next one we saw? The Black ST
Black
Focus.
ST is 4 GT5s. They're only £50 each, but I mean, as you saw, the mirror's just come off. It's flexing the car crazy. Again, a sealed box so we can play it boot open.
Yeah.
You can play any music you chucks at it. We've got
there was Geraldine's ST.
Yeah, Geraldine's. That's a couple of Ground Zero 12s in the back of there.
Yeah.
Supplied by, as you've seen on the front, Team Ice. That's a man, Ian Pinder, Ian the Iceman Pinder.
Okay.
He's been around now, God, many years, and he supplied the Ground Zero kit at a good price.
Okay.
He's a good lad.
So have you
that sounds nice.
You've always been building cars, yeah? Has this been, you've been more into this scene than the other side of the car scene, sort of thing,
this, I can drive it over speed bumps, I can park it anywhere, I can use it daily, and then, like I say, if you're in a bad mood, you turn the music up. If you're in a good mood, you turn the music up. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you turn the music up.
Yeah.
And, you know, we try and promote coming up places like this because we're miles away from houses. We're not winding anyone up.
Yeah.
You know, it's keeping it sensible.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's a fun hobby.
Yeah. So, aside from the Peugeot, what other builds have you done?
Oh, Fiat Scudo. It was a dog van.
Okay.
And that had 12 12s in a letterbox tunnel in the back of it.
Right.
Snapped the side door off. It was quite good.
Okay.
I've done 3 306s. I did one with a couple of GT5s like Jordan's ST.
Yeah.
One with the Sundown X15s. Come third in the UK with that one.
Okay.
And then a little gold one, which was 16 mid-range speakers, 6 tweeters and 4 subs. So that was very much like this, a very musical build.
Yeah,
not bassy, but very musical.
Yeah.
I've done this. I've done the Toledo, which was again a very musical car.
Yeah. Is that the one where I saw the steering wheel flexing?
Oh no, that's the other 306.
Right. Okay. Okay.
It's all fun. I've done the big bass builds. I don't really like the big bass builds.
Yeah.
They get expensive to repair.
Yeah.
And as I found out, somebody decided they wanted to take my amplifier, so £1,300 Sundown amplifier disappeared overnight.
So out of all the builds you've done, what has been your favourite build? This one, yeah? Okay, so we went through how many speakers. How many meters of cable do you think you've used? Just out of curiosity. Around
30, I'd say.
About 30
like
meters
30
of cable.
meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I uprate the alternator and put more batteries in, then it's going to be a lot more cabling going in.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it as simple and standard as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and affordable.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's trying to make it affordable.
Cool.
But, yeah, about 30 meters of cable. We used zero gauge, which is 50mm square. Welding cables, pretty cheap to come by, £5 a metre. It's pure copper. Works wonderful.
Okay.
Absolutely works
Cool.
wonderful.
And you also, you've got a YouTube channel as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I'm under as Bass Chris.
Bass Chris. All right, guys. I will leave a link in the description down below, so you can go and give Chris a like and give him a follow as well. Instagram? You do any of that?
Instagram, I'm as Bass Chris 666 on Instagram.
Okay, that will also be down in the description down below, guys. So head over there and give him a follow on that. I think that's about it, Chris.
We've got our bass team, which is Team Ice, which is also on Instagram and Facebook.
Team Ice, yeah?
Team Ice. Been running many years. We got some seriously loud cars on there.
And you do enter competitions and all that kind of stuff, don't you?
Competitions. Been doing that about 5 years now.
Okay.
Like 5 years.
Cool. Nice one, Chris.
It's all good.
Been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Nice one. Oh, before we go, better drop some tunes, didn't we?
Let's pop a tune on for you.